Well, I'm here with Mr. Ernie King Johns, sitting in front of Liberty Hill, the old family home place. It's been in the Johns family now since since about 1863. Initially, it was a part of the King family, who's also his your ancestors as well. That's correct, right? Well, you are actually involved in doing a lot of the work on the house back in the, I guess you told me in the past, back in the 1950s, when they started making improvements on the property. And you and your brother and your dad, all of you worked here doing various things. I think the actual sidewalk that we're sitting on, you all installed that yourselves too, didn't you?
I laid each one of these bricks.
Yes, we're sitting on the sidewalk here. It's made of brick all the way up to the porch there. And he's just telling me that he laid every one of these bricks in the sidewalk. So.
I remember it because the mosquitoes were thick that day.
Is that right?
Week.
Yes, okay. Wow.
I finally got to what they got to ignore. Ignore the mosquitoes that kept going.
Right. Yeah. So, isn't that something? We're sitting on a piece of the history that you helped to install here, right? That's amazing. Yeah. Well, given the fact that it has so much Civil War history, it would seem that perhaps it could be utilized in a capacity to help maybe interpret the Civil War history of Rutherford County or this region.
I would hope that something like that could happen.
Yes. Well, I know that's important to you because you followed the Civil War history of this area your whole life. You've had a definite interest in it, and you're proud of the part that your family played in the Civil War, during that time, and all they had to endure, and they survived and overcame all of that. Yeah. So.
Can you tell us about some of that history, Mr. Johns? Some of the Civil War history that the house has seen?
The house was standing in the Civil War, and one thing happened when they had the part of the wagon train was going from here up to Jefferson. Wheeler came in through here and took the wagon train and came out Florence Road, was shooting the wagon train up and burning the wagons. Some of them managed to get off and come around go around behind the house and park out there. The house did endure one bullet hole in the back of the house. Bullet came through the front door here. Somewhere the door is gone and all that. The door frame on the back of the house went out through the weatherboard out there. The weatherboard is now gone. We saved the weatherboard, we saved that. Frame is still shows a bullet hole in it. So that's part of it. It was at one time there was blood stains on the floors.
Yes, I was going to ask you about the blood stains. It's been written about through the years that there were actual sort of a bloody boot print.
That was on one of the blood stains on the floor. Somebody walked through it.
Yes. Is that in one of the upstairs bedrooms?
I think it was on the upstairs bedroom upstairs on the right
here. Okay. Right. Yeah. But you recall seeing that?
I don't recall seeing it. I remember hearing it.
Just hearing tales of it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's after the Civil War, during the Civil War, Thomas John had it. And Thomas supposedly got in trouble with one of the Union officers here, some way. And he had to leave the house. He left here and went off out somewhere else. And came back later on, moved over to a few miles east of here. And lived there for a while.
Okay.
But what he got into with the Union officer, I don't know.
Yeah, that was not a hard thing to do. Apparently, there were several residents in the area that got off to a bad start with the Union officers. Judge Broomfield Ridley at Jefferson was treated basically the same way. He got off to a bad start with one of the Union
Say
officers.
the wrong thing to them or something.
Right.
Not showing the right kind of what they thought was respect or something.
Mm-hmm.
They would tell you might ought to move.
Yes, right, right.
So John's family left here on that count. He was probably some kin to me, but I don't know how.
Right, yeah, that was the original Thomas Johns, yes, who bought the house from the Weekly family in 1840, I think, is what it's, how it's recorded. Yeah. And so,
Thomas and Unity John.
yes, Thomas and Unity Johns, that's right. And they sold the house to Benjamin Sewell King and his wife Mary. Right,
Right.
yes. And that was your mother's family.
Yes.
Right, right. Yeah.
They lived here for a good natural life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then they passed on and they left it to the children.